A few weeks ago, I made a video on a few alleged scams like Helios, Dawn Square and others. Now in this video, we're going to extend the list with a few more. First project is Oxoa Games, supposedly the first layer 3 gaming blockchain on ZK Sync. Now when I first saw this project, I was actually thinking this could do good during this bull run. However, now that we're a few months ahead in time, I think it's safe to say that this project is a bust too, and allegedly even a scam. Because if we look at their note sale page, it looks very familiar to the pages we have addressed in the previous video, which I will be sure to link at the end of this video. But what's weird is that I have been asking questions in their Telegram in regards to the alleged scam, and rather than addressing them and providing me with answers, they've kicked me out and the chat is no longer accessible to me. However, I was able to retrieve some information with my backup account. One of them is an announcement that they've made on Twitter as well, saying that they have cancelled their upcoming IDO without giving an indication if or when they would resume it. Now the announcement was made on August 9th and we haven't heard from them since. People in the comment section on Twitter basically exist of two people. Bots who write comments like, "I believe in you, keep faith," and all those kinds of things, and then the real people screaming scam. And rather than addressing those comments with an answer, nothing has happened. Now looking at the course of this project and the similarities between projects like Helios, I think this project is now fit to be on the same list and looked at as an alleged scam. If you've been affected or have more information about this, please let us know down below and we will further investigate. The second project is Iron Chain Bank. If we look at their node sale page, once again it looks very similar to all the other projects. And on top of it, this is another Bitcoin layer 2 project, just like Helios. If we scroll down the node page, we can also see the partnerships, and one of them being Helios. Now if we look at their Telegram, for instance, we can see the same good morning messages we see in the other projects as well, and no further engagement. They were scheduled to have a TGE in Q3 of this year, but since we're closing in on Q4, I doubt they will. Now another red flag for me is that their team is not doxed. You can't find any information about them anywhere. So if you've already invested in them, then I hope for the best. And if you ask me whether or not I would invest in this personally, the answer would be definitely no. However, before we move on to the next part of this video, I do have to say that I'm not a registered financial advisor. My videos are meant to be educational and entertaining only. Always do your own research and only invest money you're willing to lose, because even though you can gain a lot in crypto, you will most likely lose it all. Now, since we're taking a break now anyways, it's also a good moment to talk about today's sponsor, Decent. They are a hardware manufacturer that offers two types of hardware wallets. Now, their first one is a biometric hardware wallet where you could just use your fingerprint to log in, sign and to verify transactions. And then they also have an all-in-one card wallet, which is ideal for on the go and one of my most favorites, because all you need is your phone and the NFC technology to be able to manage your cryptocurrencies and to do the necessary transactions, which means that you never need to charge the hardware wallet, and that makes it super convenient. Now I have dedicated videos on all of them and a discount link in the description for you, so be sure to check that out. Right, let's move on with the video. The next project is Zapchain. Now I've tried to access the website and I got the following page, so that says enough I think. If you're affected, I'm very sorry, but know that this project is also a Bitcoin layer 2 network, which sounds familiar, doesn't it? Now this next project came on my radar because they have announced a partnership with Helios last week. And people have asked questions, and so have I. Now the response I got can be seen here on the screen, and it's like someone is trying to save their bags, but we have to be honest here. It doesn't look good for Satoshi Dex either. They have been postponing their TGE as well, just like the other projects. Now one thing I noticed as well is the Salam Alaikum message, which is visible in the chats of the other projects as well. I mean, I'm not saying this is a scam, but I am saying you should be very careful. And then I have a new project for you guys. Now this project has actually reached out to me for a video, but after asking them questions about their team, they've stayed silent, which to me is the biggest red flag there is. However, I do know an influencer that was able to retrieve some information about their team, but it's not publicly available. Also, they had a pre-sale and their tier 1 sale will happen in a few days from now. Now, if we look at their Twitter, another thing came to my attention. They've posted something about how they are redefining the game development landscape. But when you look at the comment section, you can clearly see that they have nothing to do with the post itself, which means that the engagement is artificially created. Currently, they have over 50,000 followers on Twitter. And if we look at Tweet Scout, we can see that it's actually been dropping, which happens usually when bots get banned from Twitter. So that gives me reason to believe that the amount is artificially inflated as well. So I'm not saying that this project is a scam, but I am telling you to be very, very careful. Now, due to all the reasons mentioned a minute ago, I didn't make a video on this project. For those of you who have purchased the pre-sale, I hope I'm wrong. And for those of you looking at the tier 1 sale, I'd urge you to be very careful and to do your due diligence. Now, if you have been affected by these projects or the projects from the previous video, or you know new projects that haven't been addressed yet, please go to your local police department and file a complaint. I will also put a link in the description to a dedicated Telegram group. Investigations are already underway and funds have been temporarily frozen. Now, the more information we have, the better research can be done. If you have new projects that haven't been mentioned, be sure to send me a message on Telegram or DM me on Twitter, because I would like to get all the information possible so I can address them in future videos. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Doei!